Let's discuss the California infernos and take a look beyond the smoke. The Golden State, known for its beauty and sunshine, has increasingly become synonymous with wildfire devastation. Each year, flames engulf vast swaths of land, leaving behind charred landscapes and communities grappling with loss. While climate change is often painted as the primary culprit, the reality is far more complex. Attributing the infernos solely to a warming climate overlooks crucial contributing factors. Population growth, forest management practices, and water resource mismanagement all play significant roles in exacerbating these disasters. To effectively address this recurring crisis, we must move beyond simplistic explanations and confront the multifaceted nature of the problem. This video delves into the often overlooked drivers of California's wildfires, offering a more comprehensive understanding of this complex issue. Understanding these factors is not about downplaying the role of climate change, but rather recognizing that a singular focus limits our ability to implement effective prevention strategies. It is only by addressing the full spectrum of contributing factors that we can hope to mitigate the severity and frequency of these devastating fires. People and wildfires, a volatile mix. California's population has exploded in recent decades, with people pushing further into fire-prone areas. This human encroachment into wildland-urban interfaces creates a dangerous recipe for disaster. As communities expand into these areas, so too does the risk of human-caused ignitions. A carelessly discarded cigarette, faulty power lines, or even a spark from construction equipment can ignite a catastrophic blaze. Statistics paint a stark picture. Nearly 95% of wildfires in California are sparked by human activity. The more people living in fire-prone regions, the higher the likelihood of an ignition event. This encroachment not only increases ignition risks but also complicates firefighting efforts. Densely populated areas make it difficult for firefighters to access and contain fires, often leading to more extensive damage. Tinderboxes of time-aging forests and the fuel for the flames. California's forests are not immune to the passage of time. Decades of fire suppression policies, while well-intentioned, have led to unnaturally dense and overgrown forests. These aging forests are veritable tinderboxes filled with an overabundance of dry vegetation that fuels intense wildfires. Historically, natural wildfires acted as a cleansing agent, clearing out underbrush and creating a healthier, more fire-resistant ecosystem. However, suppressing these natural fires has allowed an unnatural accumulation of fuel to build up. When fires do ignite in these fuel-laden environments, they burn hotter, faster, and with greater intensity. The result is a catastrophic firestorm that is far more difficult to control, putting lives and property at greater risk. Section 4. Parched Earth, Raging Fires. The Water Crisis Connection. California's ongoing water crisis further exacerbates the wildfire threat. Prolonged droughts and dwindling water resources create drier conditions, turning vegetation into highly combustible fuel. Water management practices, including the allocation of water for agricultural and urban use, impact the availability of water for firefighting and forest management. California could secure enough water for Los Angeles by diversifying its water sources and improving water management. Key strategies include expanding desalination plants to convert seawater into fresh water, capturing and reusing stormwater, and recycling wastewater for non-potable and potable uses. Restoring groundwater basins and reducing overextraction would provide a sustainable supply. Investing in infrastructure to transport water from wetter regions like Northern California, while minimizing environmental impacts, is also vital. Additionally, upgrading forest management and fire-resistant vegetation reduces fire risks and water demand. Public policies encouraging conservation and efficiency would ensure a reliable water supply to protect against fires. The lack of good management of the available water not only fuels the flames but also hinders firefighting efforts. Limited water resources in South California make it challenging to combat large-scale blazes, allowing them to spread rapidly and cause more extensive damage. The ocean is an option, but untreated saltwater carries challenges, which include corrosion of equipment, environmental harm to soil and plants, and limited applicability. Without desalination, saltwater is unsuitable for drinking, agriculture, or extensive inland transport, making its use highly situational and constrained. So getting water from up north and the right conservation of water is essential. Section 5. Preventing the Inferno, a multifaceted approach. Preventing California's devastating wildfires demands a multifaceted approach that goes beyond solely focusing on climate change. While a warming climate undoubtedly plays a role, addressing other critical factors is paramount. Firstly, we must rethink our relationship with fire-prone landscapes. Implementing stricter building codes in the WUI and creating defensible spaces around homes can reduce risks. Community education on fire safety and responsible land management practices is crucial. Secondly, embracing active forest management strategies is essential. This includes controlled burns and selective thinning to reduce fuel loads and restore healthier forest ecosystems. Thirdly, addressing California's water crisis through conservation efforts, improved water management practices, and investing in water storage infrastructure is vital. Ensuring adequate water resources for both ecosystems and firefighting needs is critical. By tackling these contributing factors head-on, the local leaders can create a more fire-resilient California. This requires a collective effort from policymakers, communities, and individuals alike.
Strategic forest management offers a solution that not only mitigates wildfire threats but also unlocks economic opportunities, making it a win-win for the state, businesses, and local communities. Decades of fire suppression have left California's forests overgrown with excess vegetation, creating a fuel overload for wildfires. Proactive forest management, including thinning overstocked trees, clearing underbrush, and creating defensible spaces, can significantly reduce wildfire intensity and frequency. According to the U.S. Forest Service, forest thinning can reduce wildfire severity by 70%, saving billions annually in fire suppression costs, property damage, and environmental losses. Forest management is not just a cost, it's an investment. By harvesting overgrown vegetation and small-diameter trees, businesses can produce valuable commodities like biomass for renewable energy, timber for construction, and mulch for agriculture. California's biomass energy market alone is valued at $1 billion annually. Additionally, by reducing catastrophic fires, forest management preserves the state's timber resources and boosts long-term forest productivity. Job creation. Investments in forest management create thousands of local jobs in logging, sawmills, biomass energy plants, and fire prevention. These jobs support the local economy, which are hardest hit by wildfires. Environmental benefits. Forest management enhances carbon sequestration by promoting healthy tree growth and prevents the release of massive carbon emissions during wildfires. It also protects water quality by reducing soil erosion and sedimentation in rivers. California's forest management strategy can reduce wildfire risk, generate significant economic returns, create jobs, and protect the environment. By leveraging private investment, public partnerships, and sustainable practices, forest management becomes a model of profitability and resilience for the state's future.